And hello, everyone. I'm back again. It is Saturday night and it's February the 8th, 2025. Let me start you off with a couple of memes. Have fun. Let me add this to the stage here. Right.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
I'm not into pot. Just somebody made this meme. It's just so funny. I mean, just watch this again. She's like so serious. Tom Homan, border czar, Trump opponent border czar. He is so hilarious. Just look at his face. She's like, is there a way that they can be?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation
without separating families?
Without separating families? I mean, look how serious. Look how serious she is. Look at this. Just look at this. I'm sorry. This is so funny. This is so funny to me.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
I don't know. I think I need to laugh more than most people. Here's another one.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
Well, he's wrong. He's going back to Haiti.
And there is a long version of this video, this guy just goes on and on and on and on. And so before we get into mass deportations, I want to welcome you if you're just tuning in. I am live streaming on YouTube and Facebook, and we're going to be taking a look at one of the Super Bowl commercials. I tell my husband all the time that we're watching Clones a lot of times, and I don't know, I just get a lot more evidence in this commercial, sort of at the very end, if you pay attention, kind of alludes to that and the whole alien thing. So we're going to go over there and take a look at that. So sad with the way things are going that this is there.
We've made contact with a new alien species, and apparently they're foodies.
Oh, food is the worst.
Mr. Ramsey will need you to cook for them. You'll have access to everything the Area 51 test kitchen has to offer, including top secret alien cooking technology.
Wait, that's just a Hexlab pan. I've got these at home.
Unfortunately, it was leaked 8 years ago. The pan was developed using material from an alien spacecraft.
What?
Extremely durable with low friction, ready to deal with a thick egg-like atmosphere.
You're saying the pan I used to fry my bacon is made out of flying saucers?
We don't have time for a science lesson, Mr. Ramsey. The alien ambassador is already here.
Whoa.
Not her. Him.
Hey, what's up, dude? You're an alien?
All famous people are aliens.
I'm not.
I meant like really famous people.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Aliens, huh? Okay, so there we have that. Yeah, so we have that. Somebody
There's
leaked.
nothing better than a perfect cooked seared steak. So today,
I'm going to end this. Somebody sort of leaked out that Elon Musk was going to use his own money and expose a bunch of stuff with, I think I said 5 commercials, tomorrow. So we sort of have that to look forward to, I guess. Now, I don't know if, hopefully I have this pulled up. Yes, I do. So now that we're talking about Tom Homan, and I mean, he's like epic. He's like a hero, He's going after people that are selling fentanyl, trafficking women and children, and he's like calling out cartels in Mexico, basically saying we're going to wipe you off the face of the earth with this administration. I mean, he does not hold back, and he's like amazing. Well, he teamed up with Dr. Phil. I don't know if you knew this, but Dr. Phil and Tom Homan got together. I have some of this right now to show you. You actually can go see it yourself on merittv.com. Sign in and you can watch some of this. And so we're going to go watch some of this right now because this happened in Chicago. They went there in Chicago together. And I just want to show some of this because this is like epic stuff here. And I remember watching all the arrests that were going down, and there's just so much happening. So I was trying to get back to that place, but it could have been here. I can't even remember. I see so much news just like you guys. And so let's get this started. Let's get this party started. Let's play this. Hopefully it'll play. I had it all
happening across the country. And for the first time, we are lifting the veil to show you a different reality this morning. The borders are now closed. Immigration crackdowns are happening across the country. And for the first time, we are lifting the veil to show you exactly what's happening and how these operations are being carried out. Dr. Phil is embedded with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and our cameras are capturing every moment. Let's begin now with this hour with an exclusive look at Dr. Phil embedded with Borders Czar Tom Homan and those ICE agents in the city of Chicago. You won't see this video anywhere else. Watch. Dr. Phil and the Merit TV cameras on the front line, embedded with ICE agents as they carried out a series of raids across the sanctuary city of Chicago.
Sanctuary cities policies don't work. It's a public safety crisis. We're going to fix it. They don't want to help. We'll do it for them. So I appreciate all the federal agencies being here. First one, all the government operations. That's what President Trump wants throughout the nation. We're the first. So let's make this the best. I appreciate everybody here.
Taking into custody illegal immigrants convicted of crimes. It was a high-stakes ride-along. This real-time arrest, an illegal immigrant from Thailand with a disturbing history of crimes.
What's your name?
Jada. Jada what? You that person I think. Sarah. Jada San? Yes.
Where are you from?
Where I was born or where I'm from?
Where are you born?
Thailand.
You've been deported before from the United States?
Oh.
Never been deported?
I've been sitting before.
Yeah. What have you been charged with
Charged with?
before?
I'm not the same. I'm not touching my lawyer.
Yeah. Are you a citizen?
My mom said that.
Your mother's a citizen?
Yes.
But you're not?
Nope.
But you've never been deported before?
That's it.
Yeah, I think he's talking to him because he recognizes that's Dr. Phil. This is what I think the celebrity comes in.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
No, I seen Dr. Phil, on TV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is an example of sanctuary cities, right? We got an illegal alien convicted of sex crimes involving children. He's walking the streets of Chicago. Again, the downfall, the problem with a sanctuary city, that people like this walk in the street rather than law enforcement working with federal agents. This is what we're dealing with. Yeah. You've been charged with sex crimes with children?
Not really.
Not really? And never been deported?
Nope.
Huh. Let's take him in and process and lock him up.
Dr. Phil was with agents all hours of the day, from the field to their top secret ICE command center, showing us how they rounded up these criminals.
We've been out today and we've been around this grid in cars with the agents. We've taken footage of your brave men and women going and taking some of these targets into custody. We've got others that are in their houses now waiting for warrants. We know where they are. And there's a lot of investigative work that goes in.
Okay, I just want to interrupt this really quickly because I did find out that George Soros bought a couple hundred radio stations, and they were warning people. They were warning these criminals. Can you believe this? That of the ICE arrests that were in the city. So this was like, I think it said January 27th or something. So they somehow are getting the word out and protecting these people. Isn't that disgusting? So let's go back because I think this is just so amazing that Dr. Phil teamed up and you wouldn't even know about it. And you have to put in merittv.com and you have to log in and remember your password and you can watch this. This is so amazing. I think this is absolutely amazing. It's not that long.
What's represented by each of these marks here? Can you tell us what these are, Special Agent, so people know how much work has gone in? This isn't a sweep. This is surgical, tactical targeting of high-risk targets.
Absolutely. So let's start with what was the mission? From the beginning, Mr. Holman came out and has identified there's 1.4 million criminal aliens within order of removal in the country. So what we did, HSI, ICE, ERO, all combined together to take that initial data and try to figure out how many exactly are in Chicago. What you see here is a representation of over 300 different criminal aliens with some type of criminal conviction: murder, rape, assault, weapons charges, narcotics charges, aggravated DUIs. Every color and symbol signifies something different. Some of these symbols mean only a special response team can hit, because that person is such a high level of threat that we need a specialized unit with specialized equipment to actually arrive on scene and secure. Other symbols mean we can send out a joint team. And today, I mean, we're out here with all the DHS entities, all the DOJ entities, and we're separating all throughout the city and trying to grab as many targets as possible.
But there was a disturbing narrative circulating that these raids were heartless. New border czar Tom Homan and Dr. Phil address the misinformation.
I hope they're watching what we're doing. I hope they're seeing this. I hope they're seeing this targeting system. If they see how we're doing this, and that it makes perfect sense from an enforcement standpoint, why would you push back against this? So forget the false narrative of sweeping neighborhoods looking for people different color than us. Forget that hogwash and look at what we actually did. We're proving it to them. How can you argue with the system we've set up?
Well, straight up, are you going into schools and arresting children at schools?
No.
Is anything like that happening?
No, sir.
Are you going into businesses and sweeping through there and taking anybody with a tan and seeing where they're from?
We go into businesses for a criminal enforcement operation, but again, sweeps don't occur anywhere.
The sweeps are not occurring. You're just not going in like seining for fish in a pond and just picking up. You're going targeted. If a criminal is working in a business and you have to pick them up there, you're going in for that target.
Absolutely.
More than 100 ICE agents getting to work across Chicago.
So basically, this is the point. Another thing I wanted to make. Also, I wanted to let you know that there is an AI image, and I don't have it queued up right here, basically that went over and they showed a little girl and she was crying, and someone had posted this, and it's a AI generated image. So basically they were trying, so there's all kinds of scams, and there's all kinds of false information, fake AI pictures being shared of ICE agents' arrests. And just like we heard Dr. Phil clear this up, he is clearly going after criminals. So if you and your mass deportation protests want to shield criminals or want to go out there and do all this, you're shielding criminals. I mean, you need to understand. And so there's viral images that have also been put out, and they're of ICE agents. And I have this on my Twitter account, X account, and also under my TikTok, and you can find them at PromoGirl07, where people were putting fake T-shirts and putting fake police and stuff. So there's all kinds of, fake information, being put out there and being generated. And so I definitely wanted us to see, this operation here. This basically was, I'm sure, a celebrity got involved there with Dr. Phil so that he could, help get the word out. So there's some more, just, there's a few things about that. Another thing I wanted to show you, let's see if I have it right here. Part of my show was to let you know that there were the people that have been coming here for years and years that are undocumented. They're changed their name so many times. You couldn't call them this, you couldn't call them that, but they're all here illegally. And my state here in California gave them the setup. So one way Kevin Colley, who was a rep here, was talking about Gavin Newsom proofing the state of California, was to get rid of this program called Medi-Cal. And it provides billions of dollars to these people that are here, and they get free everything. And so I have it all. Actually, I'll just bring you over since I have it pulled up. That way you can understand, how serious we are. Because we have people who fought for our country on the streets. We have all these homeless people. I see people digging in the trash. Sometimes they're looking to recycle things, but sometimes they're looking for food. But even if it's just to recycle something, they're hoping to get maybe 5 cents or 10 cents. And there are poor people here. And this is infuriating to know that all these people from all these different countries have been invited into my state. And hey, Kimberly, thanks for tuning in. They've been invited into our state, and they've just been given a free pass. And so I wanted to let you know, because this is very hidden. This is very, very difficult to even find and research. So I'm proving it to you right now. This is a fact. This is a fact here. Let me come back over. 100% fact. And the website is dhcs.ca.gov. So if you look into this, it includes everything. They have health benefits. So while you and I are going to the doctor, paying thousands of dollars to, be covered by an insurance company, and taking, let's say, an ambulance, or having these surprise bills that show up after you maybe go see any type of doctor, especially if you go to the emergency room. And if you have good health care, these people are getting everything free. They're getting doctor care, emergency room visits for free. They're getting medications for free, dental and vision. So they're getting their glasses, contacts, going to see, the dentist. They're not paying anything. Lab tests, going to the hospital stays, it says, tests and treatment, wellness care. So, and if they need any rehab, any therapy, like therapy could include massages, I guess, or injuries or illnesses, whatever rehab is, and even car rides to the doctor, dentist, and it goes through addiction. And then they just added these extra benefits, and this is infuriating. And I know I have a family member that saw this happen. This person was always up against that. And noticed, without saying the name or revealing, the cost that had to be endured versus the person that was undocumented, that got free everything. So we have real life situations, and they're brought here and they're told to vote Democrat. I've met them. So they get extra benefits, now offer services beyond basic health care. You can get a free home. If you don't have a home, it says they're going to find you one, fix your home, make it safe. And it just goes on and on, even food. And so we have cards called EBT cards, which were showing up. Most places you would see a sign out here in California, especially Southern California where I live, and EBT is, taken. And so they're getting, it says support, learn skills to help you stay in your home and manage your money and work with the government. So basically, and I know they got free phones too, covered California. So all this is 100% proof that, and it's infuriating. I mean, once you really get into this and you look into this and you see how people like me, my family, your family, you're watching, you're paying all these taxes and having to, file with the IRS and just pay taxes every time you turn around. Even my business, I have to have a business license every year. I work from home, and now I have to pay a fee to work from home. I'm paying they're literally trying to work me out of even working in my business just because I have creativity and everything. So this is so wrong, and this is criminal. And so I can see why Kevin Colley is on this committee and, wants to kick this program out of California. My God, and it's not just California. I found proof that, let's see here. I have a lot of other proof. It's not just here. There were a lot of states that were extending this health coverage to immigrants. And this came out in 2023. It's from NPR. A growing number of states are opening taxpayer-funded health insurance programs to immigrants. And I think 11 states and Washington, D.C. opened this up. They admitted to millions here in this article. And then, just a lot in here. They basically say, they always lowball the numbers. Like you'll see there's more than 10 million people here living without authorization, but that's so untrue. We've had so many proofs that there's hundreds of millions that have invaded, our borders, and many of them we have no idea about. They have some account, I guess, for some of them, but California was the first state to begin covering these illegals, regardless of their legal status, starting with children back when Jerry Brown was governor in 2016. So they started giving the children of these people that came here immediate benefits, just like that. And then, of course, Trump did the birthright. He tried to end birthright citizenship, but I think a judge may have put a hold on that. So he's trying really hard to put things back in order. So this is really something, though. I've been trying to look this up for quite a while, and so it's just infuriating, downright infuriating when you start looking into this. And everybody, it's all over the web. Like, you can look this up. California begins first state to offer health insurance to all undocumented immigrants. Like I said, they change the names all the time, and you weren't supposed to say this or that. But now that Trump's in, they're just straight out calling what they are. They're illegally here. They're illegals. And so, in this article here, I can show you this. You can see it right here. It's all there. It's all right there. I pulled up the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement because I was trying to see that all the list of people that they had already taken in, and I just couldn't come across it. So there's a lot in there to see. Let's see if there's anything else. There was a couple of other things I was going to show you. So let's see. So how are y'all doing? How's your Friday night going? I want to bring up a couple things. Last weekend, Last weekend was the launch of the huge protest, and it was, hashtag mass deportations protests, or they turned into riots. They were throwing things at, police officers. It's terrible stuff. So let's see. Sure. Trying to bring up some things here. Oops. They were throwing glass bottles at the police. There's graffiti all over the signs downtown LA now, shutting down the freeway, one of the busiest freeways in America, which is the 101. So people couldn't get through. A couple people have been stabbed and killed. That just happened because I guess they brought the worst of the worst out. Let's see here. All right, I want to show you. I can never get over here. DHS. Okay. Homeland Security. They have released images of the first flight of criminal aliens to Guantanamo Bay. This came out on February 4th, so it's been a few days. And Today, the Department of Homeland Security released images, and they're basically the ones that Tom Homan has been going after, which is part of the Tren de Agua cartel. I basically saw the story break. I guess it was on the 4th. They were going over to Mexico. We saw our military going over. Is this the outcome? I kind of missed it. So these are the worst of the worst criminals. They're going to be held at the military facility. President Donald Trump has been very clear. Guantanamo Bay will hold the worst of the worst. So Secretary Kristi Noem. And they show a few of these people. He looks like he's even smiling, which is so weird. And you saw that guy a second ago, and he's like a pedophile, and they arrested him out there in Chicago. So let's see what else. I wanted to take you over to my page on Facebook, where you can follow me under Crystal Myers-Barber, but I did catch some of the protests. Sorry, I don't know why that's not going over. Maybe it won't. Maybe you won't see it after all. Should. It's on my page. I was just basically going to show some of that, but really, they were caught in a tunnel, and you can see it all over on TikTok under Promo Girl 07. I don't know how many. I have thousands and thousands of people who watch that, but I'll post it on Facebook and I'll get like 5. But I don't know how many thousands of people have seen it. So hopefully I can show you one last thing. Having so much fun here. You know what? Stop showing that. Let's go back and try again. Here we are. Let's see if I can bring you over. Okay, let's go over to Twitter for a second because something just broke, and you know how it is. It's late at night, and this is when Elon Musk, who I refer to as super intelligence, not intelligent, but intelligence. Some people will catch this, but some won't. So we'll just leave it at that. He's Team America right now, and so I'm very happy. And they're knocking the system down. I mean, I can completely see the system totally, the existing one, which is not good. So I don't know. This is really crazy. And cryptocurrency, by the way, is definitely, on the rise. I own cryptocurrency. I bought some many years ago, and I recommend you buying XRP. I think it's going to go somewhere. This is financial advice. Take it how you want it. So over here, make sure you can see the screen with me. Oh my gosh, why am I back to that? That's so strange. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Here I am. Elon Musk just pretty much retweeted this. And here's what it was about. 3 hours ago, I was told there are currently over $100 billion per year of entitlement payments to individuals with no social security number or even a temporary ID number. If accurate, this is extremely suspicious. Over $100 billion is being sent every year to people in America with no social security number. Okay, this may be the biggest money laundering scandal since Ukraine. And if you saw my video earlier today, I exposed some of the U.S.A. AID money and also all the money kickbacks to politicians. We'll just leave it at that. So you saw some of that. So it's also Act Blue, which I don't even know about, and all the other globalist scams. This is why Democrats are freaking out. And I have shown you some of their freaking out, but believe me, this is just the beginning. AOC looks like a little kid throwing a fit. Just like, go watch this video and she's just moving around, and just take the sound off. It's hilarious. But their DC gravy train was just exposed. And so Doge and the U.S. Treasury have jointly agreed. Elon Musk is like detailing on a Saturday too, may I add. A Saturday morning. Like, you never know when he's going to drop something. It could be at nighttime, in the middle of the night, the AM. And he's dropping this stuff out. And it's hard. That's why it's really difficult to really stream with him. I mean, let's be honest. That's why we need every independent media person like myself, like you, or just whatever you're doing with social media, to be very active in exposing what these two guys are exposing. I mean, along with all of course, Trump's heroic team with Pam Bondi, and she's stopping all federal and state funding for sanctuary cities, in case you missed it, on day one of her job, and asking for the Jeffrey Epstein list to be released. I mean, my God, it's just like, I was like, holy Toledo. I mean, this is her day one on the job. She did her first interview with Sean Hannity. I showed some of that in the last stream. And what has Elon done now? What the heck? I mean, I've been on the video for a few minutes. There's just absolutely no telling. So he has his new title, White House Tech Support. I guess he changed it. I mean, remember he was Doge and everybody gave him hell. And so I think he changed it. I missed screenshotting it, but I'm just guessing. And he pinned what I just read to you at the top of his profile. It's been up all day. That must mean a lot. So you can go check him out. Independent media in Russia, Ukraine lose their funding. They've lost their funding. So they put a freeze on all this money. And, they're doing all these commercials on TV. Like, there's all this food that doesn't get to those people. So they're making it look like they're so bad and everything, but we have so many people starving here in America that are homeless and need food, especially with the Hurricane Helene victims and just, all the stuff that's just going on all over the place. I mean, what the hell? We're not falling for this crap. We're not going to fall for their BS. No. So he's like cracking up about that. I'm going to share that because it's so funny. And let's see, anything new? There are helicopters flying above us all the time, like constantly. And I actually wonder if they're spraying us. It's a whole nother show. I can't even get into this now, but I did have to call the office, the nearby office, and to report this noise. This is day 3 of this, and it's night and day, and it's so annoying. So I can hear them. You can't hear, but it's extremely annoying. I gotta see what this is about. Something about, what is he showing here? What is It's talking about the second space age is just beginning. I don't even know what this is. I mean, please. Oh God. Let me see. Then we kind of get out of. You got to go back to him. I don't know. I get out of his post. Let's see. Elon Musk reposted Insurrection Barbie talking about the Secretary of Treasury to access Treasury files is unconstitutional, and just goes through, because all the people are upset about what he's doing with shutting down the Department of Education and oh yeah, the judges are always blocking everything he's trying to do. They're exposing who they are. Yeah, and exactly what I said the same thing. Corrupt judges protecting corruption. I mean, this is so well stated. This is exactly what I said. Every time they protect what a setup. I mean, Trump has the dream team, really does. I mean, every time these guys go to protect, it's like they just show themselves. Like now we're just like looking at them going, oh my God, you're guilty too. Sometimes you're like, oh. Breaking. Trump just banned former Secretary of State Anthony Blinken from all federal buildings. And he also Trump revoked President Biden's security clearance and all intelligence briefings with the White House, and he added Obama because they did that to him. They did that to him, and now he's doing it to them. It's incredible. So and Elon Musk is also editing. He's going to be auditing, that is, FEMA. And Elon Musk says FEMA's potentially illegal payments will now be paused for review. Biden's FEMA gave over $1 billion to non-government programs, NGOs, who were focused on facilitating illegal immigration. So isn't this crazy? So we are getting evidence here that FEMA was funding all these programs for all the people that are not citizens here. They have had such a free pass. Oh my God. And we also know that they did vote in our election, but Trump still won. So this is in addition to the use of FEMA money meant for Americans suffering from disasters to fund luxury hotels for illegals. Oh my God. And we now have evidence, which I knew already. Some of you already know about the Red Cross and how they do not get the money people are sending to the victims. Notably, FEMA funneled money to the Red Cross, which was used to assist illegals to get into the U.S.-Mexico border, literally providing them maps to get to entry points. Oh my gosh. And they actually, when I'm reading this stuff, I think of other things, I think of things like California created an app for illegals to use. And I found the app. So they could be guided in, and there were pickup points. And we've seen them come through with, on planes and through boats in Newport Beach. They were coming in San Clemente and Laguna Beach, and caught on video too, very recently. And then they would have people to pick them up. We now know who was funding them, and they had apps, and all those people that are guilty of these NGOs and all these programs will be outed right now. Their names will be named. They will be outed, and they're being locked out of their luxury. They're being exposed right now. All the people that are traitors, that are trying to take America down, and we're watching the process, how it's going, who the people were part of doing all this. We're seeing them. They're in Congress. They're beyond millionaires, and they're being exposed so hard right now. It's really something to watch. We need all hands on deck to even show this. I mean, it's just like Nick Sorter writes, I cringe every time I think about the amount of money our government has burned working against our own citizens. And that's the freaking truth right there. I mean, it's mind blowing. I can't wait till they really start publishing all of the fraud. There's going to be billions and billions of dollars that were stolen. I tell you, Twitter or X has really stepped it up, and they are ahead of any mainstream media. Somehow they ticked up ahead of TikTok. And if you want to find out really what's going on, I would have said probably before they shut it down and put it back on, I probably would have said TikTok. But I think X is really, it could be what Elon Musk is doing. Everybody's got to go into the platform, and they're just bringing the news out. So Biden is being really exposed too. Sure is. Donald Trump 17 hours ago. Was that today? Yeah, I missed. A country's coming back faster than anyone thought possible. We are respected all over the world like never before. Enjoy. And I mean, this is true. And you can see it. You can see all the world leaders coming here. He met with Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu a few days ago, and that went very well. Now, what is this about? Tax reform is needed. Because they were talking about taking the IRS down. I don't know. I guess this meme, Democrats protesting defunding U.S.A. I don't know, all these crazy memes. One of the things that's happened is that you have a steady increase in the amount of bureaucracy. The size of government grows. The laws and regulations that are put in place get larger every year. The cleansing process normally for getting rid of nonsensical laws and regulations is war. Yeah, I mean, I would say their lives are in danger. Not now, obviously, we prefer to not have war, so you have to have something like what we have formed here in the U.S., a Department of Government Efficiency. And so somehow he is cleaning house every department that's imaginable. So crazy enough. And then you see all kinds of crazy memes. But here's all I have for you today, or tonight, that is. And, you know, I may come back. I think of things that I meant to report on, then I come back. So, you know, you never know. But that is definitely enough for today. We definitely want to pray for the protection of our president. He has even given instructions in the event that he is assassinated by Iran. So you may want to go look that up. But we pray that for his safety. He will be at the Super Bowl tomorrow with Elon Musk. And so I'm only going to try to tune in for the ridiculous exposures that might occur. I'm not sure. So anyway, I'll see y'all later. God bless. And thanks for watching.